Gotta get your brain right if you're trying to make $1 million. If you ain't gonna do it for yourself, then do it for your mama. Only stay surrounded by them people if you know they solid. Elevate your hustle up today to double up your profit. Trying to learn some game, Xavier gonna talk about it. No Deanna, speak that shit that everybody vouching. Ain't no more excuses valid. Get up off the couch and get up in your bag. To your bank account, need an accountant.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest show on earth, the Millionaire Mindsets Podcast. I'm your host, Xavier, and today we got another special episode, man. But before we get started, I would like to advise all the listeners and watchers to please subscribe, like, rate, leave a comment, share the video, all those things. We would greatly appreciate it. And getting right to it, man, we got a special episode. I got a special guest in the building, man. I got a Chicago native. I'm always happy when I get other Chicago natives in the building, man. Smitty, a.k.a. Smitty, to go. He killing. He going crazy for a minute, man, so he had to get this done. So welcome to the show, bro. What's good?
What's going on, my guy?
What's good, man? I see you shining.
Happy finally to be here, man.
Yeah, man. I see you shining. You doing your thing, man. So let's get right to it. So for the people who this may be their first time seeing you, hearing of you, do you mind just giving a quick background on yourself? Let them know who you is.
Yeah, man. So my name is Kenny Smith. I'm from Chicago. I grew up in Chicago. I recently just moved to Atlanta, though, to get this business stuff going. But, man, I had a crazy last 2-3 years. My life was very different from now. And then 3 years ago, I'm glad I got a hold of this stuff. I did get a hold of, though. Changed my life.
And break that down just for some more insight on that. Like, what you mean? How did it change? What was you at 3-4 years ago?
Right. So I think I was kind of like just lost in a world of what everybody else was doing, especially in Chicago. So I'm just going around probably just doing anything. You know, I thought I was gonna do some basketball stuff, as in some high school, college stuff,
man,
but that wasn't gonna pay the bills. So but I was doing little stuff, like I was like trying to flip iPhones, or I was trying to resell some shoes or things of that nature. I was trying to work jobs. That wasn't it. I left every job that I ever even started. Like I just was walking out and or getting fired from them. I remember one time I got fired from a job. I was trying to go play like a basketball game at like a rec or something, and they fired me. I don't even know why I decided to go play basketball.
You didn't show up, huh?
No.
Where you was working at?
I was working at some warehouse. It was third shift. I ain't gonna lie, I loved that job though, because we worked third shift and the owners wasn't there. No supervisor was there. So we was just doing whatever we wanted to do.
Man, that's crazy. But let me ask you this though, because being from Chicago, I already know everything that come with that, all the other outside temptations. It's easy to get caught up in some bullshit. So how you even get to the transition of business and entrepreneurship?
Oh yeah, I never got wrapped up into all the crazy nonsense with all the reckless stuff. I was always more so in the crib playing a game or playing basketball type of thing. I was never into that crazy stuff. But the journey of me getting into this business stuff was really a friend of mine. So the backstory of how I got into this was a friend of mine named Lamont.
Shout out to Lamont.
Yeah. My brother, man, he started the journey first. So what really happened was we was getting a few dollars at first, you know what I mean? And then what we was doing was we was traveling the world. We was outside. We was with the females, buying our clothes and stuff, just living, doing whatever we wanted to do. But then what happened was he stopped. So it was like a group of us. It's like 6-7 of us. We always did our thing all the time, every week or every month. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. He went into like a hibernation mode for like 6 to 8 months. It really went into like a couple of years, but like for like a true 6 to 8 months, he started like disappearing from the crowd. It was like no outside. It was like, all right, come on, man. We tell him to come outside. Like, nah, I got to put in some work. You know, I got to put in this stuff. And he wasn't going out of town no more. We chilling with the females, chilling over here. Like, come on, man. He like, nah, man, I got to go finish this stuff. So we were confused. Like, man, he bugging. You know what I mean? And what he was doing was he was really locking in on, learning. He
getting information.
He got a hold of that information, man. He was stuck. So he was in that mode of just like, hey, nah, I got access to some information. I'm locking in on it. I'm learning it. So when he got a chance to start learning everything, he started showing us like, hey, this is what I've been working on, man. Like this is I'm finna start showing y'all the pieces that I've been putting together for us. So he started coming out with like big credit card approvals. I got approved for $10,000 yesterday, and $15,000 the other day. I'm looking like, hold up.
Hello, how you do this?
Hey, whatever that is, I need to do that right
Right,
there.
right.
So he started coming up, then he tells him, yeah, I'm finna get in this real estate stuff. I'm finna start fixing my credit. And I'm gonna give me some property. And we like, man, we ain't never really been into all that. How you finna get into all this? Like, how you know? And it was just a thing that kind of went in one after the other at first. Like the first few conversations, it was like, all right. But me, like one time he really sat me down and showed me the back end of it. He like, bro, I've been trying to tell y'all this is what I've been doing. Y'all need to like listen to me a little bit. And I really sat down with him for a couple hours, and he kind of like started pouring into everything he'd been learning, everything he'd been putting together, why we should be doing this, why it makes sense. And it clicked with me very fast. I'm like, at the first thing, you getting approved for $15,000 in one day. Whatever you doing, I need to do that. Because I'm not getting no $15,000 in one day. So whatever you doing, I need to learn that. So that was my first instance. Like, I need to tap into that. But when he set me down, he showed me the back end. Like, all right, look, I got my credit together. This why I got approved for $15,000. This how I did it. I'm looking like, dang, I got a 400 credit score. I can't even do this. So now you're like, well, shoot, I learned how to clean it up. I learned how to build it. I learned how to fix it, build it, and go get the money from the bank. So I'm like, hold on, teach me this. So he like, man, you know what? I learned this stuff, and everybody keep asking me questions. I'm finna start teaching it. So I was really in the first group of people who he just put on to it. Yeah, he like, you know what, my brother, I got you. You know what I mean? He like, I'm gonna teach you everything from point A to point Z. Man, I got a hold of that stuff. I went in hibernation for like 6 to 8 months. It was over with. I went in hibernation for like 6 to 8 months myself. I'm like, I understand what he was doing now. He like, it's a whole nother world out here. I'm like, wow, this is the stuff we've been missing. This is the stuff they've been doing on this other side. Like, I got intrigued. I got very intrigued. I'm intrigued with money, but credit reside with it so good because it's money too.
Right.
You know, he talking about so I'm finna end up having $200,000 in business credit and credit. I'm like, $200,000? Come on, man. Like, stop playing with me. Like, this ain't real. Like, you serious? He's like, yeah. He said, you think I'm playing? I just got 20 right there. I'm gonna go get 20 next week. I'm like, come on, that stuff's starting to add up quick. I said, you probably is gonna get 200. I'm like, he said, I'm gonna show you this stuff. So I learned it. I went into my little mode of learning. Then I started seeing some results and some success myself. It was from, cleaning my own credit. Well, actually, he was helping me. He was helping me clean my own credit. When I started cleaning my own credit, now I'm at a 700. And then now I get approved for my first little credit card, 5,000, 3,000, 5,000. I'm all it's lit. It's lit. I said, okay, I like this stuff. It's cool. So then he like, well, then we can't just be getting the money and doing stupid stuff with it. We gotta buy clothes and go outside and stuff like that. Ain't it? He like, we got to put this stuff in some money where we put this stuff in some places where we can make some money, make some passive income. So I'm like, all right, I get you, but like, what we finna do? I don't know. He like, well, I know I'm doing real estate. So I'm like, I got to figure out what I'm going to do. So the first thing I did was I'm researching every day, all day. I'm not going to sleep. 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm researching where I can put my money, how I can get access to more money, things of that nature. The first thing I came across on YouTube, how to start an ATM machine business. I said, bingo, I'm trying that right there. I said, I'm trying it. Whatever gonna come with it, I'm gonna try it. So I was like, okay. So I started learning, okay, I can get the ATM machine. I got this credit card. I'm like, I ain't gonna use my money. He keep telling me to use other people's money, and I can make money while spending money with these credit cards. So shoot, I'm gonna try that. So I literally used one of the methods he told us to take the money off the credit card to go purchase me an ATM machine. Purchase that. So I got to learning a little bit about the ATM game. This is my first little investment, man. My first little investment for me to get the glimpse of. I got to spend some money and start waiting slowly for my money to come back monthly. Right. I'm like, man, I'm spending $1,500. I better make $5,000. ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking that in my head, but I'm like, that ain't how this stuff go, man. I'll probably make $200 a month. I'm like, all right, that's cool, but it's like, I don't know. I was like, all right, I'm going to just rock with it. So I went and did it. First thing I did was I hit somebody I knew. I'm like, she had a hair salon. So the hair salon was in Chicago, out west somewhere. I'm like, you know what? I'll do a deal with you. You can get a percentage of the money if you let me put it in your shop. I said, I got this ATM machine. Let's just tell the people to pay cash, because most people gonna like, let me cash app you or let me use my card. Like, nah, let's just tell them like, hey, we only take cash. And then let them send them to this ATM machine. Let's try to make some money. I did that. That was my first thing. I started making a little couple dollars out there. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I like this. And then, so I'm back at home researching a little bit. My credit's still building now. Now I'm about to probably go get another little credit card. And I'm on limit. I'm probably getting 5,000-7,000. You know, so my next thing was, okay, well, I gotta keep doing it. I gotta keep trying to build this thing. So I just thought about vending machines. I'm like, I always wanted to do an ATM machine. I always wanted to do a vending machine. As I was always looking at these things in these stores. We always been using them for so long, but we never thought to own them. So when I started getting a glimpse off YouTube that I could own them, I'm like, man, I'm gonna get a vending machine too. That was my next thing I got. I went and got me a vending machine. I started that. I'm like, bro, this stuff kind of cool. Like, this is some different cool stuff. And I'm finna start making some money. Now, both of these finna start making me some money. So that was my first entry to it. That's how I got into it. And that was my first entry to this business stuff and investing and utilizing my credit and things of that nature.
That's crazy, bro. But I want to say shout outs to Lamont, first of all, because a lot of times people get the information and they hoard it. They're going to be like, man, I ain't telling nobody this shit. I'm eating. Right. I want to be the only one eating. So the fact that he sat down for a minute to get the information is a hell of a feat, number one. But then he took it to his homies after he got the info. That's a major salute. Because like I said, you put your people on, a lot of people just not doing that. They're going to be like, y'all going to have to figure it out on their own. But salute to you as well for having that open ear. Because a lot of times when somebody do get the information, especially if it's somebody we know, we feel like, man, you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you was able to sit and listen to him and take heed to it and actually make moves, that says a lot. So salute to both of y'all. But I want to ask when specifically with the ATM. So I know people probably hearing, they like, damn, I probably want to get an ATM. So how do that even work? What do you get an ATM from to start an ATM business?
Okay, so they everywhere, bro. It's just like anything else when you're searching online. You can go find a vendor who buying them. You know what I mean? Who's selling them? And you go buy them. They probably range from $1,500 to like $4,000, depending on what type of tier and which one you want. So this is how it worked, though. It's cool to like figure out the back end of how it works since we always putting our card in and taking money out. So let me tell y'all the back end. So the back end worked like this. So when y'all put y'all cards in the ATM machine, what happens is it's like a transfer. So what happens is the money goes into my bank account, but it's spitting out. You get what I'm saying? But I get charged the fee. So it's like a turn and recycle. So it's like as the money is coming out, your card is transferring to my business bank account, but I'm also getting the fee of the ATM fee. So I get paid off every person that uses ATM machine for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So this little $3.50 or whatever I set the charge to. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing they do with the ATM machines is they put limits on it. So this is why they always put limits on them. So you're like, I only can take out $100 at this ATM machine. I only can take out $200. The reason why they do that is because now if you wanted $500, you got to hit my ATM machine 3 times, and I got to charge you 3 times instead of you just getting charged 1 time. So the reason when y'all see like, I only take $200, I'm trying to take $600 out right now. Nah, I'm putting a limit on here so that if you do want to take $600, you got to hit it 3 times. I get paid 3 times off you from one transaction. And it's crazy. And
I never knew that.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the back end of it. Okay. And then another cool thing in like strip clubs. So strip clubs got it crazy.
Man, fee $10.
$10. Now you want $600 out of the strip club, $30. And imagine all night, 30. Like it could get real in a strip club. You got your ATM machine in the strip club, it could get real.
That shit makes. Hey, I never knew that. I'll be going to the ATM all the time. I'll be like, man, what the fuck is a $200 limit?
Yeah.
What kind of shit is this? But that makes sense now. Mm-hmm. The strip clubs be taxing.
They be taxing.
I seen one. I don't remember where I was at. I seen when they had like a $12 fee or something like that.
Yep, I seen a $16 fee before. I paid it, and I was like, I'm on the. Oh man, they don't get me. Yeah, I know the game. They getting me. I need the money though, so it's like I gotta pay it. That's funny though.
Hey, that's hilarious. So how many how long was you just sticking to that at first?
Not that long.
Okay.
Not that long, man. I got into credit so deep that I started just really put my mind towards that. So then I started getting out of that kind of quick because I got into credit repair. So I was learning credit so much that I would start knowing everything about it that it was like people would start asking me for help about it. So it's like I'm posting it. I'm posting on social media. Hey y'all, I'm lit. I got 700 credit score. I'm lit, y'all. I got a little $5,000 approval. the people on my audience and my following, they like, hold on, we ain't seen this before. How you doing that? We all got 400. They all got 500 credit scores, 600 credit scores. I'm at 730s. I'm getting approved. Yeah, it's lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing people. I'm showing my process up. I'm showing people. They start asking me questions after credit. They like, man, I got bad credit. I need to get good credit. How you do it? I started getting too many inquiries with it. So I'm like, well, if this what I'm learning, and then I see and I could probably help these people with me knowing how to clean these credit reports, I might as well start a business out of it.
Right.
So along with what my brother Lamont taught me, and along with me just being so intrigued with credit, I'm like, man, let me start a credit repair business. Then we knew the price points on it. As a charge, people charging $500 or $1,000 per client. Because this really worth more depending on what you're gonna do with it on the back end. You shouldn't be complaining about $500 or $1,000. So I think I started at like $400 a person. I started a credit repair business. That was my first business, but that picked up so fast for me. Like that picked up. I kind of started on just a good foot and went up quick.
Was you just like consultant, or like how was you running it?
No, I went right into repairing people's credit.
Oh, repairing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think I repaired like 2 people's credit for free. So if that was my first initial thing, I'm like, all right, y'all, let me see if I can really do this. You know what I'm saying? So I learned the game. I learned how to clean it up. Let me see if I can really do this. Let me get 2 people. Got 2 people. When I got the 2 people and I cleaned theirs up, I said, it's over. I can help people. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Let me make this a real business module. I'm creating me a little website, creating me a little flyer. I'm telling people I'll do credit repair now. Now that picked up fast. I'm dropping my flyer. I'm getting people credit cleaned up. I'm showing results. I'm showing my results. I'm showing my credit score. I'm showing my credit approvals. They like, he know what he's doing. I picked up quick. I'm getting probably 5 to 10 clients a month off the gate. So I'm making 5 to 10K quick a month.
And was you still at the job at this point? You was already already at the job.
I'm out of there. Exactly. I'm in learning mode and credit mode heavy. Ain't no job. I'm in the lab. I'm in my sister's crib or my mama's crib in the lab. I'm chilling, learning every day. I'm learning every day. That stuff I got addicted to the learning aspect of it because it was just so many layers that I started having to find out about. I need to know this next. But I started doing real good credit repair. I started doing $5,000-$10,000 a month quick. So that built my money up. I started building my capital up on my credit. My credit getting stronger. My credit getting better. Now I'm getting access to more money on the credit side, and I'm getting access to money as in my business. So now we on a good foot. So we took it from there. Let me see what happened next. Started doing credit repair. I started researching a whole bunch of different entrepreneurs and what they doing now. Now I start finding all these people. Oh boy, they shouldn't have let me do that. Back I was in learning mode. I'm like, oh, what this person doing? Okay, he making $1 million, 7-figure business owners, Black people. Hold on, what they doing? They having businesses. They entrepreneurs. I said, yeah, I like this. I love this shit, man. This is dope. I'm like, all right, I see it. Now I'm on the other side where I'm seeing 7-figure earners, 8-figure earners, and they all Black. I'm like, oh man, this it. This the side I need to be on right here.
Hey, that's what's crazy is you giving out. If people really paying attention, you giving out so much game right now without even directly saying it. You really giving up the blueprint. Like if you really want to get some shit, the first thing you got to do is you got to sit your ass down to get the information. 100%. After you get information, you go hard. You just be obsessed. Every successful person I had on the show, I asked them some shit. It comes down to being obsessed with it. They really in that shit. They ain't no cap. They ain't no fiction. They really do this shit every day. And then after that, you start building that network and researching. More people seeing what other people doing. You like, wait, I didn't know I could hit these heights. So that's really like you really like breaking down the blueprint for real, bro. And you did that shit quick too.
Nah, I'm grateful that it happened like that, man. I don't happen like that for everybody,
right?
But it did. I did start on a good foot and it just kept going up, and up and up and up.
That's crazy.
I didn't really have a decline for a minute. Till I start, I'm in some situations now. I'm starting to bump some little areas where, hey, you got to make some smart choices. You got to buckle down, and this ain't real. Like if you really trying to get to that 7-figure mark, that 8-figure mark, you gonna have to really put some things in place and really know what you're doing for real. But I've been doing real good.
But talking because I being from Chicago, I know. It's so many distractions. Everything's so fast paced, and that's why a lot of people back home feel like they can't get nowhere for real because there's so much shit going on. If you want to sit down, you got to have a crazy level of focus in Chicago to really get on some business and boss up shit because it's so easy when to go outside get lit. It's fun for real, especially summertime.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? That
That's a
motherfucker
fact.
lit. So talk about how was you able to remain focused and actually get that information and push the information without all the distractions that surround you.
I think it was more to do with accountability partner. So me and my brother Lamont, we used each other as accountability partners. As in, let's talk about this shit every day now. Let's get on the phone and let's conversate about these 7-figure plays, these 6-figure plays we want to put in place every day, or how we gonna do them, or what we need to learn to put them in place every day. Like we having 6-hour conversations daily. We like, hey, did you finish that? What you supposed to have did? Nah, hey, nah, did you finish what you supposed to have did? Hey, nah, I just completed this and this worked. You know what I'm saying? Did what you completed that you worked? So we pinging back and forth for the last 2-3 years now. You know what I mean? And I feel like that was a strong point of me being able to stay focused in it. And it was a lot of just inner me. It was just like I know this is the way. Soon as I got a glimpse of what's going on in this business world and with this credit stuff and this business credit stuff, I knew it was switching my head at like bing, like this is it. Like I'm starting to see too much of the same repetitive stories with, I learned how to, get this credit stuff together. I learned how to get my mind right to just lock in and learn and then put the work in and then invest. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to see too many millionaires break it down in this way. This is the route. So I just knew I had to lock in. I just decided, like, hey, this is it. I don't want all the females. Like, I'm cool. I don't got time for that. I got a daughter, and I knew what I was doing. I was making money going broke. That shit don't feel good, bro.
So don't.
That shit don't feel good. I'm not finna keep doing that. So I need to figure out what I need to do to not have that happen. So I didn't want to do what I was doing or continue to do the same thing over and over that wasn't getting me to where I needed to be. So I needed to go the right route, and I felt like that was the right route, so I had to lock in on it. And the accountability partner make it a lot easier for you, and I feel like a lot of people need that in the world too.
I definitely agree. And what was those next steps? Because you said you hit 5 to 10K quick. So where was you at, like social media wise? Like at this point, how many followers you got and all that? Because I just seen your whole brand, and over the past year, your shit done went crazy, boy. You took off. So where was you at that point?
Yeah, so I started out just like everybody else. Everybody crying about, I don't got no followers to start. Man, look, I started with 5,000 followers too. So, but what I did, I focused on that first. I understood that if I can make 5 to 10K with the little audience I do got, if I get in front of a bigger audience, this is going to double, triple, because I can just offer my services to more people and they know who I am and what I got to offer, so I can be able to present it to them. So I focused in on that. I went into a learning mode and lock-in mode of just learning how to grow my social media, how to get in front of more people, how could I get in front of the people in New Jersey or Texas, and I'm in Chicago. This little vicinity is too small. I gotta get bigger. Exactly. So this is my research point: is how to grow my following, how to get in front of more people, how to just grow this thing and get in front of more people the best way I can. So I just started researching that for like the next 3 months. I'm finding people who talk about this stuff. That was the first thing. My first run into who I got a idea who changed my life about social media and growing it. Neo Davis. My guy Neo, from his free information. His free information on his page, I started just listening to him and following it. I'm implementing it. He said, do this, and the third. I'm like, hold on, I'm going to try that. It worked. I'm like, all right, cool. He had a book. It was called like 7 Steps to Turn Your Instagram into a Cash Money Machine. I'm like, and then it said in the description a little bit like, grow your following, grow your audience. I'm like, shit, I'm trying to learn this. It was a $35 ebook. I got that ebook. I followed everything in that ebook from point A to point Z. That was my first glimpse of burst. So basically what he's telling us is create us a meme of a personal story of you and your business module, and kind of like try to throw your offer in there a little bit in a storyline of on this meme page. So when you do that, now you need to get in front of big audiences, like big stuff. We ain't even trying to go to the small stuff. We're going directly to the big stuff. It's going to take some money to do this, but this is how you're going to grow it. So you can't be scared. You're going to have to spend some money. So he telling me, go on World Star, go on Shade Room, go on Hollywood Unlocked. this is gonna grow you the quickest because they got these 30 million followers,
Accounts, yeah.
20 million accounts. So I'm like, this makes sense. If I get put on in front of all these millions of people, they're gonna come to my page. They're gonna follow me. So I did it. I created me a nice meme. The meme it was like young black entrepreneur from Chicago starts his own like ATM and vending machine business. And I got my picture of my ATM and vending machine, and I'm in there with my stuff. And that was the best post I could have did. They ate it up. I put that on WorldStar. I put it on Shade Room. Shade Room wanted 4,000-5,000. Used my credit card. WorldStar wanted 2,000-3,000. Used my credit card. Hollywood Unlock wanted like 1,000. Used my credit card. So the Chicago going up. They like, hold on, man. He didn't got on WorldStar. He didn't got on Shade Room. Hold on, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Then I got all this traction from those pages. It doubled my followers out the gate. So I started off probably 5,000-6,000 followers. I'm at 12,000 quick. I'm like, oh, it's lit. Oh yeah, they let me get a little formula. You know, they let me get a little formula to grow my following. But I'm glad I understood that I had to get in front of more people first to make a lot of more money. More people focus on the business first and try to start the business and start, which is okay. But this is just me personally, and when I'm putting out to like, if I get in front of more people when I present this offer, I'm gonna make a lot more money. Easy. It's not even the fact that I'm smarter than somebody, that I'm better than somebody, or I got the best offer more than a person who's been doing it 10 years. It's just the fact that I have the ability to offer my offer to more people, so I'm going to make more money regardless of how good you are. You only got 2,000 followers. I got 15,000 followers now. If I drop, I do credit repair for $1,000. I get 10 people, I make $10,000. You know what I mean? Or I get 20 people, I make $20,000. If I didn't have this audience in front of me, I can't do it. So I thought I had to take the initiative, like, let me grow this thing first. So when I start offering this stuff, I got so many people that options. I got so many people that a small percentage gonna still be a lot of people for me to make a lot of money. So I understood that quick, and I kept going with that.
I love that, and I spoke on that on the show before, because I feel like every now and then you'll get entrepreneurs I see online say stuff like, followers don't matter, and I'm like, man, that's a goddamn lie, bro.
I go back and forth with them. You can't tell me.
Man, you can't facts. If you got 100,000, 50,000 followers, just the number of people, you only need a small percentage of your followers to actually purchase from you, where you can make a lot of money. Now, if you only got 1,000, 2,000 followers, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for you to convert a lot of people anyway. But if you got a small following, it's really gonna be harder. So I always thought like that philosophy is bullshit. The more people you get in front of, the more money you're gonna be able to make.
Facts. We all know that. Of course, if you have little followers, don't mean you can't make a lot of money.
Exactly.
Like, come on, bro. We not slow, but at the same token, I don't care what, who, and where, how you say it. A person A got 1,000 followers and person B got 100,000 followers. I don't care what you say. They're gonna make 5 times more money than they would if they did not have it. You know what I mean? So that's
if they pushing a product like that.
What? I don't care who say what. A person that got 100K followers versus a person that got 1,000 followers is going to make $5,000 to $10,000 more money he's going to make if he didn't have that many followers, 100%.
Hey, bro, you giving out some game for real. You talked about how you use your credit to pay for the advertisement. Like, that's going, like, you ain't even use your own bread to pay for the advertising. They come back to buy your shit. You could easily pay the people back. You know what I'm saying? Man, y'all better be paying attention, man. But let me ask you this. So at what point did you realize, all right, it's time for me to get up out of Chicago and head to another city?
I realized it kind of quick. I knew what was going on in Chicago. I knew that wasn't my speed to be in that anyway, to be in that stuff anyway.
Right. You good, bro.
But I knew it wasn't my speed to be in all the rah-rah stuff and all the stuff that's going on in Chicago, all the hot stuff. I knew that, okay, so I'm starting to make this money now. I was already in a good area with money, whether I was making money. So I had an idea of how this stuff went, like how to move the right way. But I knew that I'm finna reach some different points. So it's like, I don't want to be looking over my shoulder. I don't want to be thinking about if somebody watching me, or if I'm outside. Man, I can't even enjoy myself because I'm looking on my swivel because I'm starting to get a little money now. Now
and the audience.
Yeah, too. So now people got a few eyes on me a little bit, and they knowing kind of what's about to start transpiring. And then I start, getting into the clothes real hard because I'm fashion with it. I love the clothes and stuff. And then it started getting to a point where jewelry started coming in. I'm buying the Rolexes and chain and jerks. So I'm like, this, I can't be in Chicago doing this. And I'm starting about this on my credit good. I'm finna get a nice car. I can't. I want to get the. I'm like, oh
That's
man,
a bad recipe.
you get what
right
I'm
there.
saying? So it's like I know that I kind of got to get out of there. Like I don't even want to be having this thing on my brain that I gotta watch myself. I gotta worry about what this person is. He looking at me like
Right.
I worry about is they watching me or trying to follow me home. I ain't really want to have that notation. So it's like where could I go? And I'm like, so I'm in business, I'm in entrepreneurship, and I'm diving deep in it real hard with the learning of it. Best place I've been hearing about my whole life about black entrepreneurs and business people, where they going? Atlanta. You know,
Yep.
so I just that was my first thought and the first thing in my head to go to. So I looked it up a little bit and I went out there a couple times. So I took a flight. We in Atlanta, we chilling around, I chill for a couple days, come back home. I like it, it's all right. Went back again, I'm like it. So then I started meeting people online and I'm consistently hearing, oh, we in Atlanta with it, we in Atlanta with it. Like, well, damn, all the entrepreneurs and business people they in Atlanta
Facts.
with these nice, a nice statue in life right now. I'm like, man, I'm finna get out there. I'm finna get in the network of this. I'm finna get in the midst of these people. I need to meet different people because you ain't meeting the right people in Chicago. You don't meet no 7-figure entrepreneur, business owner, in a bar as in Chicago. You meeting all the opposite.
Yep.
You don't see your friends ain't no 7-figure earners, and so I said I started seeing too many 6-figure, 7-figure earners. We in Atlanta, we meeting up, we having events, we doing meetups, we doing greets, we trying to network and bounce ideas off of each other. I said that's where I need to be at. I need to be in that facility right there. I really had it in my mind for probably like 2 months, and I pulled it. I'm out of here.
2 months, that's
I'm gone.
quick.
I'm pulling the plug. I'm gone. I get it. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to be around, and I believe this is the right environment I need to be in to grow. So I felt that was the need to do it, and I moved to Atlanta.
So, for your best, let me ask you this real quick. So, it's a lot of people probably watching that's gonna think like, man, I'm thinking about moving out of my city, but I don't know if it's a good move. Why you think it's important for people to leave their hometown, leave their home city?
Their environment is big. Is a big thing. It's easier to be distracted when you at home with your people and your friends, and then you too comfortable too. You way too cool, you too comfortable. Like I've been doing this for years. You need to get uncomfortable. You need to be out of your element. Like, whew, I gotta really put in this work because if I don't, I'm gonna be out here by myself. I mean, I'm about to be out here bad. You get what I'm saying? So moving out your environment, I think it pushes you to actually want to get to the next level or push yourself to make sure you're gonna work as hard because you don't want to go either back or you don't want to, disappoint yourself as in you can't do something, you know what I mean? And then just your environment. Every time in Chicago, we look up somebody dead.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like my real close friend of mine who I got my chain made from, his name was Young Official. So we was roommates at the time. He got killed, bro. My first time experiencing some crazy stuff like that in my life. He got killed at a club after he was out of jail for like 2 months. He got killed and shot in a club, and I was there. And that one right there was probably the most turning point. But I kind of already knew that that's kind of where I want to go. But like that part is like, come on, man. Like I don't want to be around this stuff.
Right.
And then I was too close to home. This is somebody I live with.
Exactly.
And then he getting killed. Like he ain't never coming back. It's like, nah, bro. I don't want to be in this. I'm not saying that it can't happen anywhere else, but like
Right.
this stuff is reckless.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to get out of that as soon as I can. But back to your question about getting out of your environment. Yeah, I wanted to get out of that type of environment right there. Get away from it as far as I can because I'm trying to be successful. I'm trying to make something out of my life. I'm not trying to be and fall in that trap of that hole and that midst of all that stuff, bro. I see the other side. I see what's going on over here. I need to get over there on that side. I'm not trying to be in the midst of that stuff. And I think you get a clearer mind too. As in, like, people can't tell you to pull up here. I'm too far. People can't, I need help moving. I can't help you. I'm locked in right now, so I'm too far. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. We finna go here. I'm too far. Like, that's what was going on. Like, we finna go outside. Like, shit, go ahead. We need help doing this. I'm not there. I was locking in, though, and I ain't had that pressure on me. I ain't had that, I ain't had that tug of war, people pulling me here and there. I ain't had none of that. It's all, I'm in the crib working. Focus. And it made it better for me.
That's some game real talk. But I want to talk about this too though, because something I heard you mention multiple times during this conversation is offer, and I also seen you talk about it on your Instagram. You talked about why you need to be able to make multiple offers. You talked about having a cheaper product, a more expensive product, then you got your big ticket product. So break that down for the people that's listening on just that whole science and why it's important anyway.
Yeah, so as I've been learning, different tiers to this stuff you got to be learning. So
Yep.
now I'm getting into how to maximize my thing. How to if I'm making $20,000 a month, how I make $40,000 a month. If I'm making $40,000 a month, how I'm making 80. So a thing that I learned from one of my mentors, his name Myron, he basically put in my head that your offer, the offers you make and present to people, has to be affordable for everybody. Let's capture the money from everybody, not just one audience, not just one tier of people who can afford this, that, and the third, but let's put offers out there and afford that everybody can afford. So he basically said from the top to the bottom, if you don't have a $27 product for sale or a $100 product for sale, and you only got a product or offer that costs $2,000 only, right? You're missing out on a bottom tier bag. You're missing out. There's so many people that could have spent money with you, but they can't because they can't afford it. So let's create more offers so that we can capture more clientele, even if it's a lower ticket. Because now, if I do offer something for $27, if 100 people go buy that, I made $2,700 more than I wouldn't have made if I didn't have it available because they couldn't afford the high ticket.
Yep.
And what happens is now what we call it a value ladder. So it's called a value ladder with your offers. So people don't initially trust you enough yet to just give you $2,000, which is okay. It's understandable. But if you give them good, valuable things at a lower price that they can afford, even if they could afford the $2,000 product, they probably wouldn't tap in yet. If you give them this little piece, it's like having a good piece of chicken.
Right.
It's like having a good piece of chicken at a restaurant.
Just one bite.
I bite it if it's good. Oh, I'm coming back. Oh, I want more. So now what you're really doing is you're creating a value ladder. As in, if you get my lower tier product and you find it valuable, you're gonna initially believe that, man, what else could I learn? And then now what's gonna come about? My next tier offer. Oh, he got this $200 mini course or this training for $200. Man, I might need to tap into that because this was valuable enough already. I didn't learn this, or I went and got approved for $20,000 off something he said for $27. What about this $200 offer? I get into that tier. It's the same thing. It's like you're going up the value of my ladders of my offers now that I'm making extra money with, but also I'm getting you into the mode of, when you get to this big thing, it's gonna be lit. Like when you get to this big offer, you're gonna learn a lot of things, and you're gonna be able to make a lot of moves. It's gonna be valuable. So I want my clientele to go through my value ladder, as in lower ticket, medium ticket, higher ticket. Just in case if you're not ready to invest into the higher ticket, I give you out little things, but make sure you know that I'm giving you valuable things before you invest into me all the way.
Bro, you talking some shit, bro, for real. Talk about this, because I know this is something that people ask a lot too. They be like, how do I know how do I know how to come up with the price or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, and what do you base that on? Like when you create a product, you create something that you know you about to make an offer to sell. How do you know it should be valued at this price right here?
Mm-hmm. So I guess it's not like a perfect strategy, right? I guess it's based off the value you putting in this and the way you want to present your other offers. You know what I mean? Because
that's a gem.
If we pricing this at this, we want to have multiple offers, like I said. So if this is priced at this, what's your next tier offer and what's that's going to be? So you really want to price your price points based off what you're going to charge on the higher tier or the lower tier. You want to make it make sense. You get what I'm saying? So I guess what I choose too is let's try to price point our offer or our products that people, if somebody spend $1,000 with me, they can at least make $10,000 out of this. If I charge them $27, at least they should be able to make $270 plus off this. Let's try to 10x their money that they spent with me with the value you add in your product. That makes the most sense for people to buy, and that's how you're gonna know it's gonna be valuable for real for them to be able to buy this. If it's gonna 10x what they put in,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then that makes you actually make more money because you over delivering. You're giving more value than what the actual price is. And it's like a no-brainer, you know what I mean? Because if you give me $10,000, I give you $100K, you'll take that all day. But people need to think of the same thing with information, you know what I mean? As you invest into these pieces of information, if the value of what you're going to get on the back end is 10 times what you're paying, it's a no-brainer. It's time for you to make that initial investment and invest in yourself.
Yeah, you talking some shit, bro. Like I keep saying it, but you give us some valuable game. But I want to go back to because I meant to ask this, I forgot. to ATMs for a second, because I know sometimes I'll be forgetting to go over stuff. I know people gonna be in the comments that's like, dang, I want to know how this work or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but how did you know when you get an ATM? Like, how do you actually know where you want to put your ATM at, and how do you actually get it in there?
Right. So the easiest way I got in was it's the negotiation with the owner of the property or the venue, whatever. You basically come in there and say, hey, I'll purchase the machine, I'll service the machine. I'm going to take care of everything with the machine. You completely hands off. But being as though it's in your place establishment, I'll give you 10% of the earnings, meaning you hands off, no work involved.
Right.
And you make money.
And you making money.
That's a good deal to any owner.
Yeah,
I don't see a lot of owners saying like, nah, I don't want to make money and not do nothing.
Right.
So you present the offer like that, it's almost like a no-brainer. You get what I'm saying? So you got to find establishments where you can talk to somebody and be able to present that offer like that. I think that's the easiest entryway to present that offer, as in you're gonna be the one in here servicing. If it go wrong, they don't got time to fix it. You're gonna be in here, exchanging things when it's time to exchange, and where the money low, or you gotta change the snacks in the vending machine. You doing it, not the owner. You know what I mean? But they still get their money. You know what I mean? But you still get a place to place your thing. You know what I mean? And then good places for you to get them in is like we said, strip club,
Right.
bars, gas stations, of course, or the lowest level entry in that you can probably get in. Everybody knows somebody that own a barber shop or a hair salon. You can get in easy with them. That was my first entry. But you want to go to the big boys, you gotta go to that. You gotta go to that strip club. Even though they probably most of them already have
one.
them,
Yeah.
but we never think about it either. So like the average human don't never think about all the establishments we go in. They don't. Some of them don't be having no ATMs.
That's facts.
But you never think to like, oh man, I can go purchase me an ATM. Now you might think of it if I put it in your head. That,
they gonna think now.
You know what I'm saying? You like, shoot, ain't got no ATM. I'll be thinking that now. Oh, they ain't got no ATM in here. All right, no. Let me talk to the owner. Let me get the owner number. Let me get the manager number. Chop it up with him and see if I can put one in here. Let's make it happen.
I like that. I got a question regarding the credit too. So let's say somebody listens to this. You ain't got to give away all the juice, of course. Just some they could take and just run with it real quick. If somebody feel like they got some fucked up credit right now, what's the quickest thing they could do right now to get their stuff in the right track?
If they got messed up credit, the first thing you got to do is clean it up. So we can't make no moves until everything is clean off that credit report. We can't do no trade lines that they be trying to do. We can't be trying to get approvals from business loans and credit cards, things of that nature, until everything negative is removed. So I give people one gem on how they can get things removed, because a lot of people got things to remove. So the credit bureau is so corrupt, bro. I hate them. They terrible. They never listen to us or nothing. But they be not applying by the law, nothing. But one way how we can get things removed, and we call it factual disputing. So you can look at a credit report and pull your credit report to get all 3 credit reports. What's going to happen is it's a law that says you have to report our information 100% correct across all 3 bureaus. Every piece of information on our credit reports, from Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, has to be 100% accurate across all 3 bureaus, or that's a violation of the law. Not 90%, not 80%, not 98.9% correct. It has to be 100% correct across all 3 bureaus. So what I mean by that is this. If I got a credit card from Chase, it's a $10,000 limit, right? And it's on Experian, TransUnion, Equifax. If we look on our piece of information that the date opened, we just look at that section alone, the date this account was open, right? We're going to look at all 3. What's going to happen is we're going to look at Experian. It's going to say a certain date. So let's just say February 1st, right? The next one we go over, it's going to say like February 10th. And the next one might say like February 10th again. So if the information don't match across all 3 bureaus 100% across all 3, that's a violation of the law. This is a reason we can use to be able to dispute something off our credit report to remove it. That's why we say it don't matter what you have in your credit report. Even if you owe $1 million to a company right now, if you owe somebody $1 million, I don't care that you owe them $1 million. I don't care that they know you owe them $1 million. None of that. We can get it off your credit report because we're getting it removed based off how it's reported on our credit report, not the fact that if you owe it or not. It's a law that says it has to be 100% accurate across all 3 bureaus. So we're attacking this account based off the law. And this is the federal law say, so can't nobody go against that. So, hey, this date says February 1st, and on this side it say February 10th. How could this person open one account on two separate days? Impossible. Y'all messed up. I'm finna draft this up in a letter. Hey, I see that this is inaccurate across all three bureaus. It's a violation of the law. Y'all need to remove this immediately. And then you send that in certified to the bureaus, and then you dispute it that way.
Oh shit.
Yeah, student loan, repos. I don't care what it is. If you owe $17 million to the car company, I ain't say you're not gonna owe it in real life. But
Right.
on your credit report, when we trying to get this 700 score and get this back from these banks, oh no, this coming off. You know, it's opposed to. So we gotta enforce it though. You know, we send our disputes in, and if we gotta get to the next level of going to the higher tier if they're not listening. But that's a reason why we can remove an account, and that's why we can get anything off a credit report. And I'm gonna tell you one more thing is that it's crazy. It's crazy that 99.9% of the things on our credit report are wrong. It's just all of us don't look at our credit reports and don't know. It's crazy. I have not seen one account that was 100% accurate across all three bureaus. Not one. And I have looked at thousands of credit reports by now. Not one account had all of everything on our credit report 100% accurate across all three bureaus. Not one.
So pretty much everybody got something that they can dispute.
Everybody, my guy. Even you. Mama, sister, cousin.
No, I'm finna go look at my shit as soon as I get to the crib.
Pull it up. Pull it up right now on the screen. I bet $1 million that some right now can find inaccurate on your credit report, and that's a reason why we can be able to dispute it.
Ooh, hey man. Like I said, you give us Jarvis some shit. So everybody that's listening, y'all better be definitely paying attention to that, man, because that's super valuable. If people know that, that's something that you might not be realizing, but that's life changing for real, because that could affect your credit score. Now your score up. Now you can go get this bread you're talking about. Now you go bust these plays you've been trying to do, but you ain't even know this information. So you listening to this right now, go look at your go check your shit to make sure everything right, and send that disputes in and all that. So that's real, bro. That's
And I just introduced this new system. So my new system is cold, man. My new system is affordable for everybody, so it's free. So I created this new software that is free for everybody, right? Only thing you got to do is get your credit report. But in my system, I let you use my system, my dispute letters, and my process of how to clean up people's credit reports. You just got to do it yourself, you know what I mean? But I'm going to give you everything and all the tools you need in the software, everything for free. You just got to get your own credit report. It's called DIYdisputeflow.com. Once you get in there, you can be able to, put your credit report in there, import it. It'll automatically draft your negative items for you, so you can see that. And then all you got to do is select the reasons why you want to get it deleted. I just gave you the reason.
right.
You can get it removed, and then it automatically draft your letter for you. So then when it automatically draft your letter, you just print it out, send it into the bureau, certified, and you on your way to clean up your credit report.
Bro, this is one of them ones right here, y'all. Make sure y'all share this shit with somebody that need it, because I know somebody need to hear this. But let's talk about this, because I think this is dope too, man. I seen you did a 6-figure day. We gotta touch on that. So first,
Yes,
the first part is, how did you make that happen? And then second part is, how did it feel when you accomplished it?
Right. So yeah, we can get into that. Yeah, for sure. So it goes back to when I was talking about growing that audience, bro. It only happened like that because I got so many people in front of me with a certain offer, and then how I presented my offer. So I break it down to you on the back end. We call it a master class, right? I did a master class to my audience, right? I promoted it for like 10 days. So I'm basically creating a flyer, and I'm saying, hey, we teaching the credit game and business credit game for an hour on this free masterclass. I'm offering it for free, right? So I think 2,000 people to register. You get what I'm saying? Because it's free. They come on there to get game. You get what I'm saying? So I only got that big audience because I had a bigger following.
Right.
If I had a lower following, I cannot do this. So this what plays a part. Okay, so I got 2,000 people to register for my free masterclass, right? So we get on the call. The day is here. We get on the call. I got maybe it's like 1,500 people really show up. So 500 people don't show up, about 1,500 people show up. So I give them straight game. I don't get no fluff stuff. I'm giving them actionable steps. I'm giving them stuff they can go do right now. Banks they can go get approved for $20,000, $40,000 with how to clean up their credit report, how to even start them a little credit repair business if they wanted to. I'm giving them straight game for an hour. I'm laying out a little blueprint for them. I only got an hour with y'all. My blueprint gonna take longer than an hour for real. But
Right.
I'm giving them the best as I can for an hour. Hour straight. They like, man, this is some amazing, different information that I wish I had access to and that I knew, because if I knew it, I can be able to use this stuff to get into these ideas I've been wanting to do my whole life. So as I'm presenting it to them and as I'm showing it to them, they like, man, bro, like I want to learn more. I want to be a part of the community. I need to learn whatever that stuff you're talking about. I need to learn deeper, step by step. And basically, it was like, well, I had a coaching program available. So my coaching program was really $2,000 at the time. So I was charging $2,000 for my coaching program, but for them on the call, I gave them a tremendous deal. And I let them talk me down. They on their tongues. Come on, Smitty, man, you got to look out for the people, and you got to look out for we trying to learn and stuff. So I said, you know, so I look out for y'all. I let y'all in my program for $1,000, so $997. I had 1,500 people on the call. So they in the chat, they going crazy, like, man, come on, Smitty, let us in this program. They trying to join. So I'm like, all right, I took $1,000 off my program, and I let y'all join it right now. You know, whoever want to join, it's up to you. You don't got to join. I really came here to give y'all a free game. You don't want to join, I dropped it for them to join. I dropped the link for them to join. So as I'm dropping the link for them to join, one of my team hit me like it's a lot. Like, and I'm like, what you mean it's a lot? Like I really wasn't, I was thinking maybe if 10, 15, 20 people come in, all right, that's cool. That's cool. What I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I mean? They got their free, all the rest of people, y'all got y'all free stuff, all right, I'm cool, I'm gone. But it started going crazy. I'm like, whoa, it's 50 people who didn't join within 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, hold on. They all tripping.
50 piece.
And then like so throughout the journey, about like 80 people, 85 people joined at my $1,000 price point. So that's why they say you get your offer, you get your product, and you sell it to a certain amount of people, you're gonna make $1 million. You get what I'm saying? So at this point, it was just one day. So I sold a $1,000 product to 100 people.
100 people.
But it really was like 85 people. So I probably made 85,000 on that end. But then what I did was, it was like, okay, people was like, I ain't gonna remember this stuff. So what I did was I packaged my class that I did for an hour and a half, and I packaged it, and I said, okay, if you want the replay, I got it for y'all, but it's gonna cost y'all because I gave y'all the game for free. Now y'all want some more from me? I want me to replay all my stuff. Y'all could be listening.
Right, listen to it all.
All right, so look, I said I got y'all though. You know, it's gonna be a little price, so I charged like $154. I'm like, and the people that didn't come too. So I'm like, for y'all too, if y'all missed it, I was at work, or I had the kids, or they couldn't come. It was a lot of people that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna package this thing up. I got a replay now, and I'm gonna put it in my bio. You want the replay? Go ahead and do your thing. About 6 hours later, I don't know how many people bought that. Another 17,000 came through. Looked at my bank statement, 102,000 in account. I'm like, oh my God, this the real. I'm like, I was shocked. I was jumping on my seat. I was jumping on my seat a little bit because I'm like, I had to think, like, is this real, bro? I'm like, nah, bro. I'm looking at these numbers. I'm like, bro, this is real. I just did 6 figures in one day. I'm like, it was joyful. It was real cool. It was real eye opening. I think that got my confidence through the roof. That got my brain to another tier too. At first, I was like, man, this stuff possible, but like. After that, I'm like, oh no, anything possible. I started thinking about $10 million days. I started thinking crazy stuff. I'm like, this stuff is real if you just know the pieces of information and how to put them together.
And believe in yourself too.
Bro, this is real. Yeah. So I really got into just having offers, you know, and being able to sell a product or offer to a certain amount of people. You're going to make a certain amount. It's a numbers game. You're going to make a certain amount of money. So that's how it happened. I had sold my programs to like 85 people, and then I sold the replay to another certain amount of people. And I had my 100K day.
That's man, congrats. That's a big deal, bro, for real. And I like something you said. You said it took your confidence to another level. I think a lot of times people don't realize money, success, and confidence, all that shit is linked for real. The more wins you get, the more money you start making and accumulating, your confidence naturally gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? Some people think that's some bullshit, but I would like start making money. You're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. You gotta get in it to start grasping.
To really understand it.
Grasping what's going on for real. Yeah. Fact.
And this I think this is my final question for you, because I feel like you can learn a lot from the wins, but I also believe it's a lot you can learn from the L's or the mistakes or the regrets too. So my question is, throughout this whole process, the journey, what is your biggest regret?
My biggest regret through this journey, I wish I would have paid the people I want to learn from quicker. I wish I would have paid the people that I want to learn from quicker, because I would have got access and a hold of the information I needed quicker and faster, and I would have had a hold of it, and I would have been able to map out what I wanted to do at a quicker rate. Like I would have grew my thing, what I got going on quicker, you know. So in an instance, in the last 2 years, I generated $1 million, as in I just dropped on my social media. You get what I'm saying? Not too long ago that I looked at my numbers. I generated $1 million over 2 years. I feel like I could have generated $1 million in 1 year, or even a little bit quicker than that if I had the pieces of information that I was missing, because I was scared to invest in myself into them other mentors and other pieces of information. And I'm telling them they want 5,000, they want 10,000, they want 20,000. Man, I ain't paying that at first until I got a bite of it, of me paying my first 5,000. Then that implemented in me making 6 figures. I understood that, like, all right, no, I need to pay my way into learning what I need to learn, because I don't know. I can't do what I don't know. So these people at these higher tiers know what they know, and I need to get in and know what they know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So So I would just say I would literally pay people faster than what I paid them, because I was slow footing. I'm like, I got my little piece of information. I'm doing good, but like, I obviously did good because I got access to the information. Right. Now, if I would have got access to way more information quicker, I would have been able to get to a higher tier quicker.
That's game, because a lot of people are afraid to pay for real. Yeah, they're like, man, I could do this shit on my own.
Ooh, I go at it with them. Talking about, they be telling me, I can learn this on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, if you can learn this on YouTube so much, why
are you talking to me anyway?
Why you conversate with me about what you need help with? Or should I help? Or what should you do with that? Or why you ain't rich? Or why the next person who been watching YouTube ain't made it to making 6 figures or 7 figures? It's a reason behind it, bro. It's not that easy. I don't care how much YouTube you think you can watch. It's some great information. Don't get me wrong. Facts. It's amazing information on YouTube, but it's too scattered. It's not structured enough for you. It doesn't give you a direct game plan and blueprint, and you're not going to be able to get to them next tiers that you're looking to get to based off some videos on YouTube. You're going to need some mentoring. You're going to need some coaching. You're going to need some full in-circle blueprints to follow and to actually implement. YouTube is like, it's good stuff. It's scattered. It's scattered. Yeah.
And I think people don't realize what they're really paying for at the end of the day. When you find a mentor or coach, whatever, is you paying for convenience. You paying for everything to be at that one spot. Mm-hmm. So you're going to go on YouTube. You don't know where to look. You getting something from one dude saying something. Another dude might be saying something a little different. Yeah. So now you confused and you trying different stuff. Now the shit ain't working. So that's what I always say that to people that be like, oh, I could just get this off YouTube. It's like, go ahead and see watch what happens. You're going to be confused as hell. And
that ain't the same. And too, I wanted to put people on too to as I've been growing, man, I'm starting to just understand this business stuff. I'm starting to understand money, things of that nature. And when I announced that I made my $1 million mark and just in my business, I got a lot of praise and a lot of happy people, and I was happy as hell to see to just get that little glimpse of, damn, I really did that. But I gotta be transparent with the people, man. I gotta be transparent with the people, and I gotta say this because this stuff is crazy that I had to go back and look at it, bro. I really made $1 million and spent $1 million. It's crazy that I literally, matter of fact, I'm gonna break this down to y'all. I gotta break this down to y'all because I'm sick to my stomach, but
talk about it.
I'm sick to my stomach a little bit because it's just hearing the sound of me said I done made $1 million and I also dished out probably 800, 900,000 is sick. You know what I mean?
No,
I've been stuck. I'm like,
I've been there before, bro. I know the feeling. But that's real on your part, just because a lot of people they would talk about it. But they'll tell you they won't talk about that part though.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to come in and break it down. Like, this stuff ain't all. It's some steps to this stuff. Like, I thought I'd be at a higher tier than been out and made $1 million, but it's for real. I'm just getting in. Like, I'm just starting. I'm just now. Now I'm probably about to do what it's supposed to do.
Well, it's important for you to go through that though, because now you know, and you finna 100x now.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna break this thing down. How I made $1 million, and that went right out the window.
Break it down.
Not even that. So I'm just doing all dumb stuff. But even with the smart stuff, it costs. You know, even with me trying to grow, it costs. Even trying to learn, it costs. So I'm gonna break this down. I started my trucking company. I put 200,000 into that, as in purchasing 2 semi trucks, purchasing 2 trailers, paying for insurances, paying for permits, paying for looking for drivers. So all in probably 250,000 in trucking. Trucking game expensive. That's a big boy game.
Expensive as hell. People don't know.
$250K. this new deal I just got in Miami. I did a deal with a guy in Miami with Airbnbs. So we got a hold of this property. They had a deal for us to take on 18 units in Miami for Airbnb. We had to buy them in bulk though. It was like, this the deal. You got to buy all 18 units right now. Like, what you want to do? I'm like, I've been wanting to get an Airbnb. Cool. I say, man, somebody said they'll go half with me. Let's do it. I pull the plug. $100K in that. That's $350,000
right
off
there.
of 2 plays. You get what I'm saying? So then we get into, I wanna live. I'm a flashy person.
Right,
I like
right.
looking nice.
Ain't
I
nothing
like
wrong
doing.
with it.
So now I'm buying jewelry, 25, 30K Rolex watch, $20,000 chain. I'm buying bracelets and pinky rings for $5,000. I'm in $60,000 in jewelry. This stuff going out the window now. I'm looking.
Talk about it.
So I'm taking classes, I'm taking courses, I'm taking mentorships. I'm learning. I'm doing one-on-ones with people. I'm in probably 50, 60,000 in mentorships and courses and one-on-ones from my mentors and learning and personal development. I mean, we had 400 or something, already. Then I went and got my teeth done. I'm spending $10K on that. I'm running marketing schemes to grow my following. I'm spending 5 and 7 to 8K here. I didn't spend 20K in marketing. As I'm telling you, get on these big platforms, they cost.
Right.
I'm doing intertwines with these big influencers. That stuff costs. They want 3,000, 4,000. I'm spending 20, 30,000 in marketing. I get into taxes. Oh my God.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God!
Man, yeah.
Taxes hit me, 80K, 100K. Oh my God! They really smacked me across my head. I feel like that's just going down the drain. Oh my God!
Man, it was crazy about the taxes. Not to cut you off, the crazy about the taxes. You don't think about that until the time comes.
Facts.
Especially when you first start getting to it, you be like, "Oh shit, I gotta pay taxes on this shit." Next thing you know, you get that tax bill.
Smacked me, and I don't know the tax game. I'm just out here thinking it's cool, and you an entrepreneur for real. Oh yeah, back end smack. Especially if you're trying to do it the right way, properly. So I'm trying to get properties on the back end. I'm trying to get lines of credit, so I gotta really pay these taxes. So I'm spending that. Now I was going on trips. I'm trying to rent out the best car in the city. I'm trying to rent out the biggest mansion and yachts and stuff. I'm having fun. I'm making good money. I'm maneuvering. I'm having fun because I'm working so hard.
You working hard.
I'm working. So I'm working. So I'm like, man, I'm having a little fun here and there, but that stuff costing because I'm trying to I'm living my best life. So I spent $70,000 on that, $75,000 on that, clothes and shoes. Oh man, I'm a fashion guy. I'm buying Dior. I'm buying Gucci, Louis, Prada. I'm buying every designer ever because it's just this. It's not even for this my lifestyle for real. This is really what I like to do. This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. I've been hearing a little notation. He want to be flashy and he's just doing. Bro, this is me.
That's you.
You know what I mean? This is stuff I wanted before I got this stuff, and I got it to where I want, and now I'm getting it. And I work hard for it, so I'll do what I want. I want to buy Cartier glasses with diamonds on them. I lost the first pair, I bought another pair. I'm $15,000 in there. I didn't spend 50, 60K on helping my family. As in people,
The black tax, as they call it.
You get what I'm saying? You can do your due diligence as you becoming the backbone of the family. People need help. I'm here. I'm trying to help. So I'm trying to help, but I'm taking hits, 50, 60,000. I'm totaling this stuff out. I'm putting the numbers together, 50, 60K for over the 2 years. You know what I mean? When you talking about food, you know what I'm saying? I also took 7 of my mentees on a jet. I'm doing 20K there. I ain't talking about rent. We did in 2 years probably 30, 40,000 in rent.
I know it.
And when I broke all this stuff down, bro, that stuff equaled out to like
hurt your heart.
800, 900,000. At first I said, damn, $1 million. I'm like, where is it at? So I had to sit down and really map it out. I mapped all that stuff out, bro. I literally made $1 million and almost spent like $1 million.
Man, bro. But look, but the thing, but fuck all that, because like I tell people all the time on the show, money come, money goes. And a lot of times people, because it's ups and downs to this shit, especially when you're young, you get to having money. You might go broke, get money back. That's just part of the process. I try to tell people all the time, during that process, you can't never just look at yourself as a fuck up or a failure, because you learning as you go. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing. You finna make that back times 10. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you got way more information now, and you gonna have the information on how to spend it, taxes, all that. So that's just, it was necessary for you to go through that, because it ain't like you spent it all on some bullshit. You was trying to level up.
I was trying to invest.
That just come with it. I took a damn near, I talked about this on a couple episodes. I took a 6-figure L this year. 100,000 gone on some just gone. Ain't no way I'm even getting it back. It was some business shit.
Yeah.
So that shit just
what comes with it.
It come with it.
That's
you know
what comes
I'm
with
saying?
it.
Every time I think about it, I'll be mad as hell. Like, I could have just I could have went on a fucking 6-month vacation, just fucking around type shit. But so that's just part of the game. But I appreciate you for being transparent though. Like I said, because a lot of people gonna get game and value from that, and they, not only that. They gonna rock with you even more now because they gonna like, man, this ain't just trying to be on no flying stun like he ain't like, you know what I'm saying, like because everybody go through it. Mm-hmm. Everybody go.
They don't flourish it and say it to the public. They trying to have this like, nah, bro, it's stuff to be. This the real business. It's real stuff going on. And my last thing I probably leave people with, so my new program, Rich Decisions, I dropped October 1st. This finna change the game a little bit. So I'm giving people insight on all my marketing strategies and all my strategies to sell my digital products. So everybody know I got the game on lock with the credit, the business credit, and funding, and teaching people how to start their own funding company. That's gonna be dope too. To get people to get what I'm doing is being able to get 100 people, getting people to be able to get 100K and charge them 10% and getting 10K payouts from one client, 5K payouts for one client. That's one big aspect of it. But I want to teach people the strategies of these digital products. These things is like none before. So we took the initiative with Shaq. So Shaq, right?
Yeah, hard.
He went against the grain with Mike and Kobe and them with that. I'm gonna charge $100 for my shoe, $200 for my shoe. He did a low ticket product and made $400 million off a $29 product. So if he can do that with a $29 product, if you put that in your business module of you pushing a 27 product the right way, you can be able to make 6 figures off this thing. So I didn't been able to grow my audience so well that when I'm dropping my books or a replay or a course or a mini course, anything that's a digital product that I only got to make once in my life, but then when I make it once, I get paid for forever off this product that I only created one time. So I've been having weeks and months of having $1,000 a day for 18 days in a row. You know what I mean? I done did that a couple times. Like I done had 5K days, 7K days, 8K days off a product I created one time. And never had to create it again. And made money off of it for the rest. Like I literally can make this stuff
for the rest of your life.
That's a book that I made 2 years ago. I make money off of it today. If I check my list, I probably made some money off of it within the last 3 days. I'm sure of it. You get what I'm saying? So I want to put people on to I want to push this narrative. Like I want to teach y'all how to be able to take these digital products and scale these things up. Like this is another tier of money that people are missing out because they don't know how to structure it. They don't know how to create it. And with my setups with ClickFunnels and upsells and downsells and being able to put people through the value ladder of my products, people start paying more money than what your digital product is because you have more valuable things that they're interested in, especially if you put some valuable things in your low ticket thing. People do the wrong shit. They put the little bogus stuff in the little price item. Like, man, I'm only charging 27. I'm gonna put some little stuff in there. Nah, put some cold stuff in there. Put some of your best stuff in that $27 product and watch they bust through to go pay your $200 product, your $1,000 product, because they like, shoot, man, this man giving us that thing for $27. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be lit. So I want to be able to teach people how I made 6 figures off like low ticket digital products. I'm finna give out my whole blueprint, my whole game to that. My whole blueprint, my whole marketing schemes of my text and automation campaigns and my growing my audiences and being able to leverage other people's audiences to grow my own audience and then create affiliate links with other people to make money off other people's audiences and things of that nature. I'm finna break the whole thing down in my new program I'm dropping in 2 weeks, Rich Decisions University.
Yeah. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all definitely tap in today. Like, y'all see how much value he just gave within this hour conversation. Y'all can imagine y'all gonna tap into this. So definitely make sure y'all tap in. And but before we wrap up, bro, I want to say, man, I appreciate you taking the time to come out to the city.
Yes, sir.
And get this done, man. I'm super glad we was able to get this done. I know people gonna rock with this episode heavy. You gave a lot of good game, man. But before I let you go, I want you to plug in all your stuff where people can find you, follow you, buy products, everything. You plug.
Yeah. We at Instagram. That's my sweet spot. Instagram _Smitty the GOAT _ So SMITTY the THE GOAT GOAT _ Only got one page.
Right, you gotta say that.
60,000 followers.
You gotta say that.
I got 20 pages, so make sure you only get the page where I got 60,000 followers. That's the page you want to go on YouTube, Smitty the GOAT. On Twitter, Smitty the GOAT. On Facebook, Kenny Smith. But that's it.
But say this too, because by the way, there's gonna be new people that's finding this episode 4 months from now. You gonna have 100K followers by then. So just man, y'all gotta make sure y'all go. This is an underscore Smitty the GOAT underscore. Yeah. That's the only page he got. Because there should be so many of these goddamn fake pages that man,
they killing me. Instagram need to do something with that, man. They killing me. I'm gonna get them my text number too. They can tap in with me. My text number is, you can text the word university to 855-483-0477. Text the word university to 855-483-0477, and then we're gonna put you on the waiting list to my new program, and you're gonna be on the list for when I drop things or when I giving game or things of that nature. You'll be on the list to just be getting everything.
Right, bro, that's game, man. Like, once again, I appreciate you coming on. This was super dope, and that's all we got. Yo, before I cut it off, y'all can follow me as well on all platforms. Y'all can follow the Men of Mindsets podcast. I'm at official Xavier Miller. That's my new page. They done spam the spams and got me out my old shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro, I got a whole new page. That's why
that's what I seen. I'm like, man.
Yeah, they disabled my shit, bro. Like,
my God.
Yeah, they disabled. They said they ain't even giving it back. So yeah,
they said they not giving it back.
Yeah. Instagram, Facebook hit me up. They said we not giving the page back.
Well, I was about to hit up my guy to be getting pages back, but that don't sound like something you get back. That don't sound like something you get back, my guy. I can't help you.
Yes, it is what it is. I ain't even tripping. We're going to build it back. But that's all I got for y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning this episode. See you guys next episode. Peace.
Gotta get your brain right if you're trying to make $1 million. If you ain't gonna do it for yourself, then do it for your mama. Only stay surrounded by them people if you know they solid. Elevate your hustle up today to double up your profit. Trying to learn some game, Xavier gonna talk about it. No Deanna, speak that that everybody vouching. Ain't no more excuses valid. Get up off the couch and get up in your bag. To your bank account, need an accountant.